Well, hello there. It's Denise Taylor here, and I'm always excited to welcome you into a space with me. Now, if we haven't had a chance to meet, I am a business strategist and coach, and it's only appropriate for me to introduce myself and tell you a little bit more about me. Now, I help my clients do all sorts of things, but if I had to sum it up, I would tell you this. I help them do three things so they can create two meaningful results. I coach accomplished leaders on identifying, articulating, and positioning the expertise they've built over their entire career so they can create greater impact and opportunity inside their organizations and beyond. Now, one of the questions I've been thinking about a lot lately is this: could you create impact beyond your current role? Now, notice what I didn't ask. I didn't ask whether you're successful. I didn't ask whether you're good at what you do. And I didn't ask whether you're making a difference, because if you're watching this, there's a good chance you've already answered those questions. You are successful, you are good at what you do, and you know that you are making a difference. The truth is, you've built a career, you've earned credibility, you've led people, you've solved problems, and you've made an impact. But here's what I've noticed: for many accomplished professionals, success eventually introduces a new question. You see, when you're building your career, when you're aspiring to be successful, you are asking the question, can I do this? Can I succeed at it? But once you hit that mark, the question changes and it becomes more like this: could my impact extend beyond the role I'm currently in? And for most of our careers, we're taught to think vertically: promotion, larger scope, bigger team, more responsibility, more influence. And there's nothing wrong with that. Many of us have spent years building meaningful careers, and I know I certainly did. But at some point, something begins to shift. You start asking questions you never asked before. Questions like, could my expertise help people outside my organization? Could my experience create value in another way? Could the lessons I've learned over decades have a broader reach that's further than anything I've ever imagined? And I will tell you, that's a very different conversation. I think one of the biggest misconceptions accomplished professionals have is believing their impact is tied to their title. I don't believe that anymore. I think your title gave you one opportunity to express your expertise, but it isn't the only opportunity. Think about everything you've accumulated over your career. Think about your judgment, your perspective, your pattern recognition, your ability to lead through uncertainty, your ability to solve complex problems. Those things don't belong to a company, they belong to you. The real question isn't whether you have expertise. The real question is, where else might that expertise create value? You see, 4 years ago, I found myself asking these questions, and they're powerful ones, they're stretching ones, and they don't come from dissatisfaction. I wasn't running from corporate or trying to escape any success I had achieved. I was trying to understand what success looked like from that point forward. And I began realizing that everything I had spent decades developing, my leadership, my strategic thinking, my ability to help people navigate important decisions, didn't have to be expressed only in one way. It could become advisory work, it could become speaking, It could become teaching. Yep. Entrepreneurship too. Looking back, I realized I wasn't becoming someone new, but I was giving myself permission to become a fuller expression of who I already was. And I think that's where many accomplished professionals find themselves today. Now, this isn't about anyone leaving corporate. That's not everyone's next move. It's not even about everyone starting a business. It's not about making a major change, but what it is about, and this is where I will put down the point, it is about asking a better question. And the question really is, could you create impact beyond your current role? Because maybe the answer is consulting, maybe it's board service, maybe it is speaking, maybe it's mentoring, maybe it's advisory work, or maybe it's just simply recognizing that your expertise has greater reach than you've been giving it credit for. The point isn't to decide today what expression you want to lean into. But the point is to begin exploring what's possible for you. And this is exactly why I created Corporate to Entrepreneur Live. Not because I believe everyone should become an entrepreneur, but because I believe every accomplished professional deserves the opportunity to thoughtfully explore what's possible, because the expertise you've built is valuable. For 2 days, we are going to have conversations about impact, about ownership, about expertise, about possibility, and about what comes after success. Most importantly, we are going to create a space for you to think. Because I've learned that some of the biggest breakthroughs don't happen because someone gave you the answer. They happen because someone asked you a better question. So before we wrap up, I'll leave you with the same question I started with. Could you create impact beyond your current role? Now, don't answer that too quickly. Sit with it, because that question just might lead you to your next chapter. And if you'd like to explore it with me, I'd love for you to join us at Corporate to Entrepreneur Live. I hope to see you